6:52, time for the morning sprint.
The best in the world waking up with a new title this Monday. The world's top-ranked golfer, Scottie Scheffler, winning the green jacket with the three-stroke victory at the Masters in Augusta, Georgia. It was Scheffler's first major championship win. Tiger Woods, meanwhile, making his return to the links just over a year after an accident called into question his ability to even walk. More on his performance is up on channel3000.com.
A big construction project starts today. Resurfacing will start on Highway 18-151 in Dane County. Crews will be resurfacing an 8-mile stretch of the highway between the Dane and Iowa County line and Town Hall Road in Mount Horeb. During construction, traffic's going to be down to one lane in each direction. Get used to it. It'll last until November.
A Madison contractor facing a dozen charges after he allegedly stole hundreds of thousands of dollars from clients and left construction work incomplete. The charges against 59-year-old Michael Anderson include 10 felonies and 2 misdemeanors. According to a criminal complaint, multiple clients hired Anderson, who worked for a firm called Waterstone, but work was never completed, leaving property owners on the hook.
Ukrainian troops are preparing for what could be a decisive showdown with Russia. New satellite images show a massive 8-mile-long Russian convoy headed through Ukraine to the Donbas region. Russia reportedly is placing a veteran general who led the devastating campaign in Syria as the central commander of its war on Ukraine. The United Nations says more than 4.5 million Ukrainians have now fled the country since Russia's invasion.
The owner of the property housing Pisons Restaurant in downtown Madison submitting a notice of intent to tear down the building. The director of the city's building inspections division says the notice to demolish the 12-story building is the first step toward earning city approval, but it's not guaranteed to lead to the building's demolition. That building has been plagued with recent structural issues.
The Bucks are the 3 seed in the East in the NBA playoffs. They lost to the Cavs last night, with Milwaukee sitting out their starters. The Bucks finished the regular season with a 51-31 record. The defending champs will open up the playoffs Sunday against Chicago.
Breaking overnight, the chief executive of Twitter says Elon Musk will not be joining the board of the social media firm. Last week, Musk bought a 9.1% stake in the company, making him the largest shareholder. His appointment was meant to be official on Saturday. In a note, he warned of future distractions, but says the company's goals stay the same.
Opening day for AmFam Field just around the corner, and it'll come with the Brewers picking up their first win of the season recently. 3 Brewers homered yesterday against the Cubs. Milwaukee won 5-4 at Wrigley. The Crew now head to Baltimore for a series, and then that home opener in Milwaukee is Thursday.
Josh and I will be live there. Tune in on Thursday morning. Well, hey, it was a big Sunday at the polls in France. Yesterday's round of voting had more than a dozen candidates on the ballot to narrow to 2. The voters decided President Emmanuel Macron and far-right candidate Marine Le Pen will face off in France's presidential election later this month.
We are quieting out throughout Wisconsin today, but our next system starts to move in later tonight and into tomorrow. But in the meantime, headed out the door, you can leave the umbrella at home today. Temperatures over the next 12 hours are in the 40s, warming up towards 60 for your high later on this afternoon. And again, we will keep that mix of sun and cloud cover pretty much hanging out with us. But one thing I want to make you aware of, that is the alert day. That's Wednesday and Wednesday evening. High winds, hail, and isolated tornadoes are going to be a possibility. Temperatures top out at 67 on Wednesday, then a big stretch of 40s to follow that up.
Yeah, kind of like back to winter for another week, huh?
Yeah, it's a big cold front coming through.
All right.
Gotta keep an eye on your First Warn weather app this week for all that severe weather. Chris and the team will be tracking it for you.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Chris. Thanks for joining us this morning, folks. Stay tuned for another local news and weather update coming up in about half an hour.